Welcome to Style and Confidence, where transformative coaching meets personal styling for business success. I'm your host, Claire Silk, a transformative life coach and a personal stylist, passionate about helping women like you align your inner worth with your outer expression. Each week, we explore how to build lasting confidence from the inside out, so you can show up as your most authentic, empowered self. Whether you're looking to break through limiting beliefs, build authentic confidence and a winning mindset, or create a wardrobe that truly empowers you, you are in the right place. Get ready to transform your relationship with both your mind and your style. Hello, and welcome back to Style and Confidence with me, Claire Silk, for episode 20. Today, I want to talk about one of the most powerful forces that shapes our lives, self-belief. First of all, I'd like you to think about this question. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? The difference between those who chase their dreams and those who don't often comes down to one thing, self-belief. And certainly, I believe that success is down to two things, strategy, the external action you take, and your mindset and self-belief, which is internal, which actually, in fact, drives the action you take. In this episode, I'm going to explore what self-belief really is, why so many of us struggle with it, and importantly, how you can build it systematically. By the end of this episode, you will have a clear roadmap to help you get on your way from self-doubt to self-belief. So what is self-belief? Self-belief isn't just positive thinking or fake it till you make it scenarios. It goes deeper than that, and it takes longer to build. I don't know about you, but positive thinking alone hasn't got me to where I want to go just yet. There is more to it. Before we go further, there are a few distinctions I need to make. Self-belief is your fundamental trust in your ability to handle challenges, learn from failures, and ultimately achieve your goals. How much you believe in yourself. It's the quiet confidence that says, I believe I can work this out. It's trusting that you can develop the skills to give you great presentations, even if you're terrible at them right now. This is different to self-efficacy, which refers to our confidence in our ability to handle a specific task or situation or problem. Believing that you can do something specific, like giving a presentation. If you've done it before and it went well, then you'll build self-efficacy in that situation. This is different again to self-esteem, which is your overall belief of your own worth and value. When I talk about confidence, I use this as an umbrella to capture all three of these distinctions. Would you believe that most people struggle with self-belief? Studies show that up to 70% of people experience impostor syndrome, that nagging feeling that you're not quite qualified or deserving of your success, and you're going to be found out at any minute. But why is this so common? Our brains are wired with what psychologists call a negative bias. We are evolutionarily programmed to focus on threats and potential failures because, way back many years ago, missing a danger could mean death. In today's world, the same mechanism keeps us focused on what could go wrong rather than what could go right. Add this to our comparison culture with social media, competitive work environments, and the carefully edited highlight reels we see everywhere, and it's no wonder self-belief feels elusive. But self-belief isn't fixed. It is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that you can develop and build. Here are 7 steps that you can take to start building your self-belief. Step 1. Collect evidence. The foundation of self-belief is evidence. Your brain believes what it sees repeatedly, and it's always looking for evidence to back it up. You can rewire your brain to look for evidence that builds your self-belief though. Start keeping a success journal. Document every success or win, no matter how small. If you've solved a problem at work, write it down. If you've had a difficult conversation and it went well, record it. This trains your brain to notice your capabilities and strengths, rather than your downfalls. Most of us seem to have amnesia when it comes to strengths and success, but perfect recall for our failures. This negative bias does not serve us well. However, once you're aware of it, you can change it. Step 2. Skill development. Nothing builds self-belief like competence. Pick one area that matters to you and commit to deliberate improvement. The key word here is deliberate. This means focused practice, and get some feedback so you're not just repeating the same thing. The idea being that with practice, you will start to improve in this area. When you see yourself getting better at something through effort, you start believing that growth is possible, and this will build your self-belief. This creates what Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck calls a growth mindset, which is a huge factor in our success. Step 3, challenge graduation. Start with smaller challenges that are just outside of your comfort zone, a kind of comfortable discomfort. Success builds on success. If you try to leap too far, too fast, failure can actually damage your self-belief. Think of it like strength training. You don't start with the heaviest weight, you progressively increase the weight you lift each time you have success with the last. Each small victory becomes evidence that you can handle bigger challenges, and you gradually become stronger and can lift more. Step 4. Reframe your inner dialogue. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. So often, what we say to ourselves is really negative and not anything we would dream of saying to anyone else. You deserve better. Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself? Most of us have an inner critic that is harsher than our worst enemy. Start catching any negative self-talk and ask yourself, is this helpful? Is it true? This voice is actually kind though, and it is trying to keep you safe. However, it is not always helpful. The best thing you can do with this inner critic voice is to calm it down, not silence it. Listen to what it is worried about, reason with it, and reassure it that you have the situation under control. Ask yourself, what would I tell a friend in this situation? Step 5. Surround yourself with excellence. Jim Rohn said that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This applies to self-belief too. If you're constantly around people who doubt you or themselves, it is contagious. Seek out people who believe in growth, who celebrate effort as much as results, and who see setbacks as learning opportunities rather than proof of inadequacy. Step 6. Fail forwards. It might sound counterintuitive, but failure can actually build self-belief if you approach it right. The key is intelligent failure. Failing fast, learning quickly, and iterating as you move forward and progress. Each time you fail and bounce back, you prove to yourself that failure isn't fatal. You build resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks, and it in turn builds self-belief. Step 7. Future Self Visualization. Spend time visualizing your future self, not just achieving goals, but also handling challenges. See yourself dealing with setbacks, learning new skills, and growing through difficulties. If you're up against a challenge, take 5 minutes. Sit somewhere quiet and breathe deeply. As you do, close your eyes and visualize the challenge. Visualize what is difficult and what solutions you can come up with. Visualize yourself working through these solutions and overcoming the challenge. The more detailed you can make this visualization, the more impact it will have. This mental rehearsal works by strengthening the neural pathways associated with confidence and problem solving. You are programming your brain for increased self-belief. So, those are 7 steps that you can take to build your self-belief. And there are some common self-belief saboteurs you need to watch out for. Number 1 is perfectionism. The belief that anything less than perfect is a failure. This keeps you stuck and prevents you trying because the risk of imperfection feels too high. Remember, progress over perfection always. Number 2, comparison. Measuring your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel, or your chapter 1 with somebody else's chapter 10. Other people's success does not diminish your potential. There is plenty of room for everyone to succeed, and the fact that someone else is doing well is really good evidence that it is possible for you too. If it is possible for you. In fact, I firmly believe that when you surround yourself with successful people, you will also become more successful yourself. And finally, all or nothing thinking. believing that one setback means you're destined to fail. One bad presentation does not mean that public speaking is not for you. Success is rarely linear. What looks like an overnight success usually took years of invisible preparation. So now, and I hope this doesn't sound too long, but if you're up for it, I have a 30-day self-belief challenge for you. It's long because, much like Rome, self-belief can't be built in a day. Here's your action plan for the next 30 days. Week 1, start your success journal. Write down 3 things you did well each day, no matter how small. Make sure you find at least 3. If you can find more, brilliant. Week 2, identify one skill that would make the biggest difference in your life. Create a learning plan and take the first step. Week 3, take on one challenge that scares you a little bit, but feels achievable. Document the process, not just the outcome. Keep looking back and reflecting on what you've learned and how far you've come. Remember, it's like strength training. Week 4, conduct an environment audit. Who in your life builds you up? Who brings you down? Make adjustments accordingly. Now, I don't mean for you to ditch all your negative friends immediately, but readdress who you spend your time with and who inspires you. Self-belief isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about recognising your innate capacity for growth and having the courage to act on your potential. You can build self-belief. I know this because I've done it, and if I can do it, you can do it too. Your current limitations are not your permanent restrictions. Every expert was once a beginner, and every success story started with someone who decided to believe in their ability to just figure it out. The world needs what you have to offer, but first you need to believe in it yourself. And I know that's really easy to say, but it really will make a difference if you can build your self-belief. If you would like support building your self-belief, come and join me in my Confidence Reboot program. This is a confidence-only program without the style aspect added in. In Confidence Reboot, we work one-to-one on building up your confidence. This is a bespoke program and will be great for you if you are in a new situation that has your confidence wavering. Perhaps you're new into leadership or you're returning to work, as well as if you generally want to move forwards and build your confidence up so that you can take the action you long to take and create the life you want. I'll leave the link in the show notes for you to find out more. And if you'd like to chat about whether this is the right program for you, there's also a link for you to book a call with me. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your self-belief journey. Share your wins, your challenges, and your insights. And in the words of Christopher Robin, promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Keep believing, keep growing, and keep showing up. And before you go, looking at my data, I can see I have quite a few gentlemen listeners. If you are amongst them, then I have generally aimed this at women, and I would love to add content that is valuable for you too. So please do tell me what you would like to hear. And that goes for everyone else as well. I'd love to hear what you would like me to talk about, as it helps me keep this relevant and valuable. Thank you. Thank you for listening to Style and Confidence, where style meets confidence for business success. If you have enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss out on our weekly confidence-building conversations. You can also connect with me over on LinkedIn as Claire Silk or on Instagram at Silk Style and Confidence for more style and mindset tips. Until next time, remember, true confidence comes from within. Style helps it shine.